Okay, I'm hoping I can. All right, I'm live. Great. Good morning, everyone. Here we go. Sorry, I've been on. I didn't press the go live button, so I'm a couple of minutes behind. Okay, cool. I can see comments. That's the main thing. All right, guys. So, this live is a little bit of a behind the scenes of the premium tier of the Creative Barn. Hi, Kate, and I'm also going to sort of talk about what is inside the premium tier and also sort of the benefits you get, answer questions, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, well, just give it a couple of minutes. I hope everyone's been doing great. And I thought I would just do this flash sale. The premium tier doors only usually open twice a year. I do, if you've been around and seen me for a while or been in my Facebook group for a while, you'll know I do challenge weeks or coaching week, whatever you want to call it, twice a year, where we do a whole week of usually it's pastel, or we recently did graphite and charcoal, and that's when I open the doors to the premium tier. It is quite an exclusive tier of the Creative Barn, and that's because there is a lot of live sessions and interaction, and we do a lot of things together. So I try and keep it fairly small, and that's why it's only open twice a year. But I had a few people on the wait list, so I thought I would do this 48-hour flash sale. And the price, when I closed the doors in January, I said when they go up in July, when it's open again in July, the price will go up, and that is true. The price will be higher in July when we do our next challenge week. But I thought for 2 days only, because it's a bit of a birthday celebration, I suppose. It's my birthday tomorrow. And I'm going to Scotland, so that's cool. So I thought I'd keep the prices the same as they were in January, just for these 2 days. Okay, so if you are thinking of joining the premium tier, then now is definitely the time to get in, and your price is locked in for the whole time you're a member. So I've got members that joined me 2 years ago, and of course the price gradually goes up over time, and every time I open the doors, usually the price is a little bit higher. I have kept them the same for the last year, but the members that joined 2 years ago, the price was quite a bit lower, and they're locked in at that price. So while they're a member, they continue to pay that original price for the lifetime of their membership. So so that's where I'm saying it's best to lock your price in if you are thinking of joining sooner rather than later. Okay. All right. So I've given myself some questions that I do get asked. So of course, what do I teach inside the membership? So I will share the screen and take you inside the membership hub in a minute. But essentially, I teach wildlife and nature art in soft pastel, charcoal, and graphite. So I find those dry mediums all work really well together. So not in one picture, of course, but oh, look, you can use mixed media and combine them all if you want to. But essentially, I feel because with soft pastel, you're kind of drawing. So it's a similar to change from a pastel pencil through to a charcoal or graphite pencil, and you're learning the values with those the charcoal and graphite, which helps you when you get into the color of pastel. So, and it's usually always wildlife. We do some nature, of course. We did some mushrooms. We do within our wildlife drawings. There's usually tree bark, branches, leaves, grass, all that sort of stuff. I sometimes do different textures as well, like we've done waves and ocean, sand, rocks, all that sort of stuff as well. So it's quite a big variety, but we don't really do humans, portraits, essentially. There is little bits every now and again, like the latest tutorial this month has a hand, a farmer's hand, because he's holding a Tasmanian devil, so that hand is there. But yeah, it's basically, if you want to learn portraiture in oils, then it's not the membership for you. Okay, if you want to learn animals in the dry mediums of pastel, charcoal, and graphite, then it is for you. Okay, so I do get also asked, people say they're a complete beginner, they can't draw a stick figure, all of that sort of stuff. And of course, I cater for beginners. I designed the membership around beginners, okay, and working through. So we have a whole module on fundamentals, and that grows. Everything in the membership is growing all the time. Okay, so I add to each module as I create a new lesson. There's new tutorials every single month, but the fundamental lessons, that grows as I create a lesson. So that's not every month. That is just as I think of another fundamental lesson that might benefit and really help. So it is a membership that is catered for absolute beginners. Okay. So no problem there at all. And it doesn't matter if you can draw or not. The idea is I'm going to teach you how to, all my processes, the step-by-step techniques, and I'll teach you an easy way to get started, but then you can go back and actually start to learn. I encourage everyone to start learning to sketch and things like that as well. Okay, so it's a very well-rounded membership. It goes, like I said, from beginner right through. The premium tier has an extra module as opposed to the essential tier. I'll explain the difference a bit later. But the top module in the premium tier is where we start to go into next level, like entering competitions, starting to sell your work, that sort of thing. Okay, it's not for everyone. Not everyone wants to sell their work and become a full-time artist or anything like that. I do find a lot of my members a similar sort of age to me. Their kids have left home. They want to just get back into their art or start a new hobby. And yeah, that they just want to learn and paint for themselves. Okay, so there is no pressure to move on and try and sell your work or anything at all, but it is there if you do want to go that next level. So another question is, I'm not sure I have enough time. That is one that we all struggle with. I did a Tuesday chat video the other week, and there's a blog post as well, all about little ways to find extra time in your day. So we all have the same amount of hours, but I know we all have different responsibilities. So that's where, like I said, a lot of my members, their kids have left home essentially, and they're starting to have a bit more time. But for those that still are working and still have kids at home, I used to do that, but I would have, my time would be at night. I'd manage to get an hour or something a day at night after dinner. The kids had sort of gone to bed, and I'd go and hide myself away in the garage, and that's when I would do my art. So there's always ways to find a bit of extra time. Okay, so and I'm always talking about that inside the membership as well as how do you keep motivated. And that's again, that's my job as your coach. If you join the premium tier, is to keep you motivated. I'm quite often coming up with different ideas and ways to do that. We do collaborations in the membership. One of the ones we've been doing lately, once a year, we're doing our creative barn planner. So everyone gets to put an image in here. Okay, and we make a planner, and that's really motivational to work as a group, to collaborate. There's always things I'm trying to come up with. The membership, the premium tier has different things inside it as well to keep you motivated. like we do bingo every month, which I'll show you that as well. And there's also game boards to the whole thing I've structured to help you keep going forward, because I know that is one of the big things as getting into art, and just as an artist, doesn't matter how, sometimes you can get that artist block. So my job is to keep you motivated. And if you involve yourself in the premium tier, in the live sessions, you will stay motivated for sure. So, all right. Hi, Leslie and Andrea. Thank you for joining me. If you guys in the membership, but if you have any questions, definitely ask. If you're or want to add anything to the chat, go for it. Okay, so what I thought I'd do, okay, I'm just going to run through what is exactly inside the premium tier. Okay, so the difference between the premium tier and the essentials tier, so there's 2 tiers in the Creative Barn. The essentials tier is open all year round. The premium tier is the one that the doors only open twice a year, and it's more exclusive. And it has all the live sessions in it, and you have access to me all the time. The essentials tier, you have all the tutorials teaching you how to draw wildlife and nature and the fundamental lessons, but you don't have any of the live sessions. So that puts the premium as a higher end because you more or less have me as your coach. You can organize times with me, even one-on-one if you want, if you're getting stuck on anything. I'm open to chat with anyone inside that group, which is why I'm keeping it small. We do the collaborations, all the rest of it. So you have a monthly recorded tutorial. So every month we have a different theme. So this month is Tasmanian animals. So the recorded tutorial this month, so it's like over 9 hours of tutorial of this little Tasmanian devil. So that's the main tutorial for the month. And then we do a live Q&A with me in the Facebook group. We have a private Facebook group, and every month I do a live Q&A where I can get in and answer any questions. I go through what's happening for the month, and I draw the bingo for the month before. And then every week we have creative play sessions. So that is every Wednesday morning. We all get on live. We do gesture drawing, and we all draw together. So that's just a motivational thing that I've started in the last few months, and it's so much fun, and it's a great way to keep drawing. And then along with that main tutorial, we have a live draw along lesson. So that one is another Tasmanian animal. This month we're doing a wombat, so it's a live draw along via Zoom where we get together once a month again for that. We have the Facebook group. We do the bingo game where you can win a $50 Amazon voucher every month. We have a Zoom art chat every month where I usually come to the table with a subject. Last month we were talking pricing. The most recent one, we were talking how to overcome artist block. And then we just sit and chat essentially about what we're up to. Like I answer questions, just share with each other what we're doing. And then if you live local to me, so if you live in the Fraser Coast Shire, we do a monthly member meetup. So we go for coffee, and you can actually show me your work in person if you're stuck on something. And then, of course, we do a yearly collaboration, which is the calendar, is the planner is what we're working on at the moment. Okay, so that's all the different things that happen inside the membership every single month. So, and you don't need to feel overwhelmed in any way with it, because you can just attend the Zoom sessions. You can just come to maybe the art chat once a month. They're staggered at different time zones as well to try and suit everyone around the world. And I do swap them around occasionally because I have members all throughout the world. And yeah, so you can come to every single session, which I do have some members that come to every single session, every live, and it's amazing. But then others might only attend one in a month, but they're working on different things within the actual membership website as well, the tutorials there. Okay, so but it's very structured is what I'm trying to get across. Let me share my screen and I'll show you. I have a path to success. So this is all within the premium tier. Let me just, hold on. Takes me a minute to find everything. That one is the one I want. I just need to share this screen. Share screen. There we go. So when you join the premium tier, straight away you get in the welcome module, you'll have the path to success for the Creative Barn. So, and I send you out snail mail, so you get a little pin. So when you start, you get a little pin of the hatchling, and that's your stage 1. You're an excited novice. It doesn't matter. You all start. Everyone starts at a hatchling, and you work your way through. Okay, so some people work their way through quite quickly. Others are a lot slower. So every time you finish, this is where the game boards come in. Every time you finish a game board, I send you out a new one and a new pin. Some people are 2 years in and are still at a hatchling or a chick. Others are already up to a rooster within 6 months. Okay, so it is totally up to you, and you cannot compare to anyone else because everyone has got different amounts of time they can spend on their art. Okay, so stage 1 is your excited novice, then you move up to a budding creative, then you move up to emerging artist, and then you're a creative genius. Okay, so you're a little egg to start with, then you're a chick, a hen, and then you become the rooster of the hen house. Okay, but this path to success, it goes through everything, telling you sort of what milestones, things like that, action items, what to look out for. So it's a really great way to start when you first join, is just have a read through and figure out sort of where you are. But like I said, everyone starts at that hatchling stage and you can work through as quickly or as slowly as you want. But it's a good structure to get you off and running. Okay, so I designed all this a few years ago and I build on it over time, and as we work through everything and as I come up with more ideas, all the rest of it. And so we're always growing all the time. So I want to share the website. So we have the Facebook group, and that's where it's a really active group. We share everything. People can put stuff up, ask for critique, share things they've found that are amazing, Lord bargain, things like that. So yeah, it's a great group, but that's the community side is through Facebook. But all the tutorials are inside the actual membership hub, which I will share that as well. Hold on. Get that and that and that. Okay. All right, so this is the premium tier of the Creative Barn. So every month I put up a new calendar, of course, showing what's on. And you can download that and then you can go and register for all the live sessions, whichever ones you want to attend is what you do. So most will register for all, it doesn't matter, and then attend what they can. And then these are all the modules down here. So inside the what's new in, that's where we have the bingo card, the calendar, all the registration links for the month, So it's very organized, so you shouldn't get too lost. But if you do, you can ask me anything, of course. And the bingo, like I said, every month we play bingo. And this is a form of motivation. So, like I was mentioning earlier, it's all designed to keep you motivated. So, and these change up every single month. So, I encourage everyone each month to get outside and go and sketch, complete a tutorial, bought a new art supply. That's a good one. Schedule time for creativity, use blue in a painting, read an inspirational art book, took a reference photo. So they're not too hard, but it's similar to any other bingo. You cross off however many lines you get. Let me know every month, and then you go in the draw to win a $50 Amazon voucher. So as you can see, that really motivates a lot of students because it's something you can tick off, even if you weren't interested in the prize, but who doesn't love Amazon voucher? It's something where you can physically tick off and it's keeping you moving forward. It's the same as the game boards. So I'll go into, we have our 4 stages, which I mentioned before, the hatchling, chick, hen, and rooster. Go into the hatchling and I'll show you the game board. Let me just see, I think it's in this one. So the hatchling's the fundamentals. So this is where I was saying if you're an absolute complete beginner, here's the game board here. So if you're a complete beginner, then I would start in the hatchling module. You don't have to, even though we have these game boards and I send you out a pin, you can go into any module you want and draw whatever you feel like drawing, okay? But I always encourage everyone to come back to the hatchling and do different lessons while you're in here. Like, just if you're getting stuck and you think you need to go back and have a go at some of those fundamentals. So this is a game board. So as you can see, you work your way through. It's not too hard. You just tick off. It's all related to the hatchling module. And once you've ticked it off, again, you let me know. And I move you up to, I send you out a new pin. So you then move on to the chick. Okay. But within here, let's go into drawing fundamentals. So it's quite an easy website to operate. So on the left-hand side there is all of your main headings. So you click on them and it opens up the lessons inside. Okay, we've got the 7 visual elements of art as well. That's a really important one to go through as a beginner. So let's go into texture. Okay, and within here we talk about the textures, different, like I go through and explain what it's about. There's quite often workbooks, all the downloads down here. So there's worksheets. Whoop. My computer has frozen a bit. Okay, and you can print all these out. These are worksheets, so you can practice doing your textures there. Oh gosh, let me get over to the side. Okay. Okay, so that's just one of the lessons. And then there's then usually an accompanying video. So the video is then of me showing how I did those worksheets. Okay. There's so many different things. This is, like you can see when you open up the lessons, this is just the drawing fundamental lesson. There's value studies, there's how light is hitting an object. We do like gesture drawing. This one is a color value study of a pair. So there's heaps and heaps of stuff inside that stage 1 fundamentals. So if you, like I said, I get questioned a lot about being a complete beginner. So unlike a lot of other memberships, because I've spent a lot of money learning how to run a membership, and everyone who is in my membership and have been in others always say that this membership is so much more fully rounded than any other. So I'm not just teaching you my techniques in pastel painting. I'm teaching you art from a complete beginner, because we all need those fundamentals to get better in any medium or any subject. So I'm teaching you these fundamentals right through to my techniques in pastel painting and charcoal and graphite, right through to selling your work, essentially. Okay, so let's go into stage 2. So like I said, all the tutorials are in these 4 main modules, and the essentials tier, that lower tier, just has the first 3 modules. Okay, there's over 100 tutorials already in just those 3, and it grows every month. So so inside the chick here, so how I work, I decided when I created this, I wanted fundamentals, then I wanted different animal elements, okay? Because I felt if you could learn how to draw eyes or how to draw noses or how to do different fur, then when it comes to doing a full portrait, you're going to be way more confident. Okay, so we do things inside this chick module is things like these breakdown lessons. I break down an animal. So these aren't every month. This is just when I get a chance to do a breakdown. And then we, of course, have all the different eyes. Everything you see is a full tutorial. All different eyes in here, noses, mouths, and then I haven't finished adding the pictures, but there's them, all the different furs, feathers, skin, and then we get into some nature textures, clouds, that sort of stuff as well. Okay, so again, you just click on the side there, it opens them all up. So let's go into Wolf Eye in pastel. Okay, and then you'll see the video lessons in here, and any downloads as well that are required. So I always have my finished drawing to help you as well, the line art, reference image, equipment list. Okay, so let's go back into out here. So I'll have to come back and answer questions after. I can't see any questions at the moment while I'm sharing my screen, but okay, then stage 3, this is the main module, I would call it. This is with the full animals, the full animal portraits. Okay, so there's always something being added to this module every single month. Okay, and you can just go into the index and scroll through and decide what you want to draw. Like I said, there's lots in there. There's a variety. I would say it's 70% pastel, 20% charcoal, 10% graphite. Okay, so work your way through. If you joined me a couple of weeks ago, I did a snail in graphite online for everyone, which that one's in there as well. And then these are all our draw along sessions. The recordings for all of those are in there as well. Okay, so and then yeah, this month's have to be added. So we've got our little Tassie devil that will go in just under this snail. And same deal over the side here, you just pick which one you want to do. So say I want to do this cow and lime tree in pastel. You go down and find it somewhere, cow and lime tree in pastel. Opens up all the lessons. So these are all the video lessons. So you first of all go into resources. The resources has all of like your line art, your reference image. Not all of them have a workbook. I try and do a workbook with every main tutorial. Okay, and that's the step-by-step workbook you can download and print out. And it just accompanies the videos because everyone learns a bit differently. Some people like to just do the videos and stop and start and work with me. Others like to watch them and then come through the workbook, or they'll just start with the workbook and then reference back to the video if needed. Okay. And then, like I said, let's go down here. So we've got our line arts, our reference image, and our equipment list, all of that. And then you just continue on and go into the video lessons for that one and just work your way through. You can see, you just click next lesson. So it's pretty straightforward. So it's very easy to access everything inside the membership hub. So it's all about ease of use, I think. And then, of course, stage 4, this is just the premium tier has stage 4. And this is where I was saying we start to look at merchandising your art, fabric design, commissions, making just money from your art, looking more into composition, pet portraiture, like I have certificate of authenticity, designs, like you can just fill in the blanks and print it out, a pet portrait customer contract, all things like that. We talk about art competitions, talking about telling a story. It's all that, just that next level, social media, websites. I go through sharing how to set up an Etsy store, just to create an online store with the pet portraits. I show how to take a deposit with an easy landing page and a PayPal link to get started. So I sort of guide you through all of that because, of course, I know the tech side because I run the membership through the whole tech stuff. So, okay, so the other extra things the premium has, we have creativity booster lessons, which are just short, fun little lessons in there just to get those. If you don't feel like doing a whole painting and you just want to do something fun, there's heaps of stuff in there. Inside the studio, that's where I'm sort of showing you different mindset, motivation, all that sort of stuff. You know, meeting where I talk about a lot of other artists that I'm inspired by. Yeah, goal setting, comparing yourself to others, and then all our past art chats recorded and in here. So everything is recorded because I do have members from all over the world. I make sure I record everything. Okay, so that is the website. So let me stop sharing and get back to here so I can have a look and make sure I didn't miss any questions. No, all good. Okay. So you can see the premium tier is jam-packed with things, with so much stuff. There's always a tutorial that you will be inspired to paint, or there's always a live session going on that you can join. It's just, yeah, it's such a lot of fun, an amazing group of fellow artists in there, and they're all at different levels. So yeah, it's really one-on-one, interactive, me helping you, and that's what you're paying for essentially in that. So then I'll just run through a couple more things. So what do you need to get started? You can start with as simple as a graphite pencil and a rubber, because you could see in the fundamentals there's a lot of stuff in there that just require using a lead pencil. Okay, but to get started in the pastel side of it, the graphite and charcoal side is, you'd be lucky to spend $20 and you're underway there. And that can keep you busy doing just graphite and charcoal tutorials if that's what you want to do. But if you want to get into the color and the pastels, then there's a couple of things I would suggest, and that is, first of all, grab yourself a tin of Stabilo Carbothellos. they're my favorite pencils, and they're the ones I use in all the tutorials. Okay, and if you get them on Amazon, they're about half the price of anywhere else. So for this whole set, this is the full set. They have 60 colors in their range, and it's quite often on special on Amazon for about 130 Australian dollars, whereas most art shops, they're around $300. So it's a lot cheaper on Amazon. So I would get onto that. And then you just need some pastel sticks as well, which the pencils I feel are the most important than the sticks. So I would get just a set like this sort of thing. I like the softer pastels, so Sennelier, Schmincke, Unison are pretty good as well. Art Spectrum Extra Soft are really nice. Blue Earth. There's a lot of different brands, but I do recommend if you're going to get a set, get a half stick set because they last a very long time. And a half stick set, you're getting double the colors for the price, essentially. Okay. So that's sort of what I always recommend just to get started. But to join the membership, you can, just have a lead pencil and get started. So you don't need to go out and buy everything just to get underway. So, all right. So pricing. Okay, where did I have that written down? I wanted to do a conversion because I always get asked, why is it in US dollars if I'm Australian? And the reason for that is when I started the membership, I wanted it worldwide, and I do have students in the UK, in Europe, in the US, in South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, a wide sort of thing. So I wanted a dollar that would probably be recognized throughout the world. And now I look back, I wish I hadn't, because the Australian dollar fluctuates a lot and it's a bit of a pain. And it probably wasn't that important. Everyone else in the world would just get the exchange anyway. But now it's in US dollars, I can't change it. So, so the pricing for the premium tier, so like I said, the pricing is the same as it was in January. It's going up in July. So now is the best time to get in. So at the moment, there's 3 pricing plans. So you can go pay monthly, and it's $33 US a month, which equates to about $50 Australian every month. And it's a subscription. It's kind of like Netflix. So you pay for use. So as long as you keep paying, then you keep having access to everything. Once you stop paying, then you lose access to all of the tutorials. You lose access to the membership in full. Okay, other ways to pay are if you pay a 6-month plan, the pricing gets a bit cheaper the longer you pay for. So a 6-month plan is it's 160 US for 6 months, which is about 240 Australian. And that then breaks down to, it ends up, instead of 33 US a month, it breaks it down to about 26 US a month. And then if you pay for the year, it's 290 US, which is about 440 Australian. And again, paying for the year brings it down to closer to 37 US a month. So as you can see, the longer term you pay for, the price sort of comes down. But if you're not sure to start with, you could do monthly, and you can just upgrade. You can just let me know you want to upgrade if you like it and you want to save some money and upgrade for the year or for 6 months. And that way you don't have to worry about it. You've paid. And it's a bit easier. And then everyone who joins, no matter what tier you join, I send you out a welcome pack, which has the little pin and the game board. If you pay for the full year, in that welcome pack, I send a paper pack as well. And that includes all the different sort of pastel papers. I use Pastelmat most of the time, but I give you a sample of some different other good quality pastel papers, some sanded ones as well, and also the watercolor paper I use for the graphite and charcoal. So it's a pack to get you started. Okay, so that's the extra bonus if you pay for the year. Okay, So like I said before, the price is locked in for the whole of your membership. So if you're paying $33 a month or $290 a year or whatever now, and the prices go up in July, you'll still stay at that lower price. And okay, so whatever price you're locked in at is the price you stay at. You can cancel anytime at all. You can cancel yourself inside the membership. It's an easy process. Or you can just contact me and say you want to cancel. If you want to cancel, say you pay for a year and 6 months' time you decide, no, I need to cancel for whatever reason, you will be credited, but you're credited, it comes back to, it's worked out at the monthly fee. So you'll have paid, you then only get credited for what's left if you had paid the 6 months at $33. Okay. But you still get, you don't forfeit your whole money. You do get credited back a certain amount. Also, those that are in the essentials tier that want to move up to the premium, again, you can just let me know and I can help you change tiers, and you'll be credited the pro rata amount. So if you're only halfway through your month of essentials, then you'll get half that back as a credit as you move up into the premium. Okay, I think I have rattled on enough now. So I hope, oh, hold on, I'm just gonna get rid of that and get rid of that. Let me know if you do have any questions. I hope that is sort of given you, like I said, it's a lot in the premium. It is such a great group. And there's so much to keep you busy and motivated. But yeah, at any time when you do join, I usually do a live Zoom session with all new members a couple of weeks afterwards. That way you can have a look around, and then I do a Zoom with you, or I'll ask if you want to do a one-on-one Zoom, and I can run through it in more detail, of course, for everyone. But yeah, hopefully, if you're not already a member, you jump in at this time. You've got the 48 hours, so the doors shut tomorrow night at midnight. And yeah, I'd love to see you inside the Creative Balm Premium tier. Oh, Margie, the premium, there's three. How much is it? I just ran through that, but I'll run through it once more. I should have put shared my screen with the pricing, shouldn't I? I wonder if I can do that. Hold on, I'm just going to quickly have a look and see if I can't. I probably can't. No, I'll just run through it. Sorry, if you follow the link, you'll be able to see the pricing. I thought I might be able to share my screen, but I didn't. I should have had a thing. I'm not that organized. I should have had a thing showing you the different prices. But anyway, I'll run through. So you've got three different options. You can either pay monthly, so it's 33 US a month, which works out at about $50 Australian. But if you pay for a longer term, so 6 monthly or yearly, it brings that price down essentially. So say for a year, it's $290 US, which is roughly 440 Australian. And that brings that monthly price down to roughly $24 US a month rather than 33. Okay. And, but to get started, yeah, you might want to just do a couple of months and then you can let me know you want to move up. Because it is to pay yearly, it works out cheaper per month, of course. So, yeah, so hopefully that answers that. But at the top, I do have a link here in the chat. And if you follow that link, you'll see, you scroll down, it'll show you the three different pricing options. Okay. So, from the basic. Yeah, so the essentials, if you're already in the essentials, it's 19 US a month, whereas the premium is 33 US a month. So it is a fair bit different, but that's because you have full access to me. We do lives every single week. There's you know, all different things. You get sent out snail mail with the little pins. We do collaboration. You'll be in this planner for next year. Your artwork will be in there. There's just a lot in the premium. The essentials is ideal if you work by yourself really well and you just want to learn how to draw wildlife and nature. Whereas the premium is more about if you need me to push you and you need that motivation and you need the help and you want to be part of a collaborative group, essentially. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, well, hopefully that explains the two. But yeah, at any time as an essentials member, if you're in that, you can contact me and move up as well. But the best time to move up is, like I said, right now, or to get in right now, because this is the last time, these 2 days, last time the price is going to be at this stage. It will go up to, I think next, it'll jump to about 37 a month instead of 33. Okay. So I just haven't locked those new prices in, but that'll be in July. Okay. So anyway, all right. Thank you for joining me live. And if you're watching the replay, you have again till tomorrow night at midnight to join. And the link is in the chat there. And I'll probably be hounding you with Facebook posts, just reminders and emails, all of that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see, I know some of you are already members here, but hopefully I'll see some new members inside the premium tier. Okay, bye.